Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 13th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So all you have to do is come back at 4 and you will catch me live. But Leo, let's see what's going on for you here. In your first story here for this week, you have the release card. You also have the Four of Wands and the Hangman also in this same row. The other thing that I think is really interesting here, Leo, is that in this middle row here for you that you can't see right now, you have the tower as well. So for some of you, this could just be releasing something like a relationship. But I would say to me, this looks like divorce. So I feel like if it is divorce for you, Leo, you would already be, in the situation. I feel like you would already be going through the situation if this story is for you. So, like I said, I don't think it would be a surprise or anything like that. Next, you have the Four Wands. Again, this is kind of what leads to me believing that this could be the release of a marriage. So some of you could be releasing a marriage or going through a divorce situation. For others, it could be some other type of marriage as well. We always think of marriage as love, but it could be, a contract. It could be just a job that you have that you could be releasing, or some sort of change or something like that. To me, this first row for you here, this first story, Leo, is mostly just talking about like the situation we're dealing with the virus and all that, because it's like a lot of restriction and being held back and things like that. Yeah, a lot of patience as well in your first row, you showing up in a very strong position. But you also have the Hangman as well. And the Hangman is like delays, things taking their time and all this other stuff. So, like I said, I feel like this is just kind of like a sign of the times, what we're dealing with, all that, Leo. Next, again, in this first story, you have the Hangman and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like for some of you, delays here. It could be with an air sign. So, I'd say if you're dealing with an air sign in love, there could be delays or things could be delayed. Again, with the current situation, it make perfect sense. For others, definitely could be divorce, like I said. I would say there could be delays in the divorce process. I do believe most courts are closed right now anyway, so again, it to me just kind of fits in with what's going on. For others, this could be you just like wanting maybe to get started on something business wise or work wise. And again, maybe there just have been delays with these cards. I'm not really getting much here in this first row, Leo. In your second story here, you have the action card. So I do feel like it is time for you to take action on something. This middle row looks, the second story here looks very positive for you, Leo. Definitely a lot of success, probably involving some sort of move. It's weird, you and Virgo get the same story that if you move or if you make some sort of change, there will probably be success. Again, yes, I totally understand the current situation that most people probably aren't moving. Most people probably aren't going to be changing jobs, and things like that. But tarot is timeless. This could be happening 6 months from now. It could be happening 2 weeks from now. It could be happening at any time. So I feel like for some of you, there is a need to take action on some sort of change. I would take action now. It's like, think about, here's what I have been trying to point out to people in the comments. Like, I get so many comments every single day that are like, oh, I can't get a job, the virus, or I can't do this because of the virus and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, tons of people are saying that. But there are other people who are just going out and getting jobs during this time. There are other people who are doing it. I know people who have gotten jobs during this time. So it's like the opportunities are there. Don't be one of those people that blames the virus, right? I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying that it's not it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that it's not causing problems. But there are definitely opportunities for those people who are going to take action and take the opportunity to get a job or a new job or something like that. So I would say be one of those people that takes action. Again, this can be from home. You don't have to like go out in public and all that other stuff. So I would say there's definitely opportunity for you here. Next, you have the Knight of Swords here. Three Wands moving. Like I said, you've had moving every single night for the past like few weeks. I would say, Leo, a lot of like movement opportunity, a lot of opportunity to make some sort of change that could be very beneficial for you. So I would definitely look into those opportunities, or I would take advantage of any opportunity that could lead to any change. Again, it could literally be changing where you live. It could also just be changing your job or changing where you work. I mean, I feel like, after this whole thing clears up, I feel like a lot of people are just going to still be working at home. I feel like businesses, jobs, companies, I feel like they're all going to be like, you know what? There's no point in having everybody come in. There's no point in us having this huge office where we pay tons of money to keep for rent and all this other stuff. So I feel like a lot of people will be doing this in the first place. For others, definitely move. Again, it could be in the future. Like I said, if you're, because of the current situation, Three Wands, definitely something in the future. I feel like for some of you, definitely need to take action. Three Wands to me is a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment, is what I would say here. So I feel like for some of you, it's like a need to take action on something now and not to wait. So I feel like some of you need to not wait. Next, you have the King of Pentacles here, Six of Wands, success. I feel like there's success coming in for you. Like I said, King of Pentacles, probably, I feel like this is like stability you've been waiting for years. Like I would say, Leo to me maybe doesn't have like hasn't had maybe like the biggest challenges. And I've said this before to you, Leo. I feel like Leo has had the longest challenges. So what that means is I feel like Leos have kind of experienced certain difficulties for the longest amount of time. Maybe they haven't been the hardest. I'm not saying that your challenges haven't been hard. I'm just saying they've probably been more long than hard. That was very inappropriate, Leo, but there you go. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like kind of the stability you've been waiting for a very long period of time. Six of Wands, success. So I feel like there's a lot of success. Could even be good news coming in for you here as well. So I do feel like good news, but this is definitely involving some sort of change here. Like I said, could be in work, could be in business, could be in pretty much anything. In your final story here, Leo, you have the card of potential. A lot of potential at this time. Like I said, I feel like there is a ton of potential to do things right now, but we just have to kind of like figure out a different way to do things. We have to come up with, other ways of doing things. Things will probably never be the same after this whole virus situation. I feel like things will probably not go back to normal necessarily. There will probably be a new normal. I feel like this is probably a good thing, really. I feel like we're, basically shedding heavy burdens. It's probably going to make things simpler in a lot of ways as well, or people are kind of like having to learn how to work within simpler structures and things like that. So I feel like there's a lot of potential at this time. I just feel like you have to find it with this card. Next, you have the Tower here and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of resources available to you. Again, that Tower could just be a move. It could be a divorce situation if you're involved with one. Like I said, I feel like some of you in love could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign here, by the way. And it could be a separation. For some of you, for others, it could be something new because the Tower can be a surprise. For a lot of you, I feel like this is saying rebuilding, right? It's like maybe your business is not doing very well right now. Maybe your job is not doing very well right now. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're trying to find resources to like make money or whatever, right? And so it's like this is you. I feel like the potential is saying there is definitely a way there are like ways you could find new ways of doing things. There are things you could be doing to kind of like rebuild this tower. I feel like that really, like I've said before, that the virus thing is just a cleansing period. I feel like in a lot of ways, I feel like a lot of people are kind of like cleansing or getting rid of the dead weight, getting rid of excess that they don't need in their lives. That's kind of like the whole, kind of like maybe one of the global purposes or whatever you want to call it, like the purpose in consciousness. And so I feel like a lot of people are kind of like getting rid of things from their life that are just not needed, that are weak. The Tower, to me, is a good card. A lot of people always get very worried about the Tower. To me, the top of the tower has to fall away anyway. It's like something weak in your life. And it's like you're rebuilding it so you can have this crown that's at the top of the tower. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the camera. So it's like there's a purpose to the falling away that we're all experiencing. Queen of Pentacles for more resources. So I feel like you're increasing your resources here, Leo. Yeah, you have the Four of Cups and Five of Cups. Five of Cups needing to focus on the positive, needing to focus on like what you can. I think that kind of like the good news about this whole situation as well is that it's kind of like equalizing, in a lot of ways. It's like pretty much everybody is having the same experience. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people are like worried about, whether they'll be able to pay their bills and all this other stuff. But what the good news is it's like nobody can. So in a lot of ways, that's good news because, there are things that are coming out to help people, right? There are like ways that you can get money from the government and all this other stuff for your business. And the Five of Cups is just about needing to look for it. So needing to find the ways to do that. The Four of Cups is like thinking that the grass will be greener on the other side. I feel like the grass will be greener on the other side for you, Leo. So I feel like there are like a lot of improvements. I feel like you have to grab onto something here that has a lot of potential. So Leo, I really like this. Yeah, get out of your head. Seven of Swords, worries, fears about, lying, cheating, stealing, things like that. Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're a lot more stable financially than maybe you realize at this time. Yeah, feeling restricted here. A lot of you could be feeling restricted in love. But overall, Leo, this looks very positive, actually. Even with the Tower, even with that Five of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you here, Leo. So thank you, Leo, for watching. Really appreciate it. I will be back, of course, at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure to come back for that. But thank you, Leo, and enjoy the rest of your day. Makisha, thank you for the super chat, by the way.